And we have the quotient law or division law of exponent. To divide two exponents with the same base, you keep the base and subtract the powers. This is similar to reducing fraction. When you subtract the powers, put the answer in the numerator or denominator depending on where the higher power was located. Pattern: x to the m divided by x to the n will be equal to fractional form, which is x to the m over x to the n is equal to x to the m minus n. We can also have expanding quotient rule, the same as in the division rule. The expanding quotients rule involves applying the power outside of the brackets and to every item that is inside the brackets. We have also the pattern similar to the division rule. We have quantity a over b raised to the m power. We will raise a to the m power will be equal to a to the m over b to raise to the m power will be equal to b to the m power. We have examples. Number 1, x to the fifth power divided by x to the 10 will be equal to x to the fifth over x to the 10, and this is the fractional form, will be equal to x to the fifth minus 10 will be equal to x to the negative 5, and the reciprocal is 1 over x to the fifth power. Number 2, x to the negative 5 divided by x to the 30th power is equal to x to the negative 5 over x to the 30 written in the fractional form. Therefore, we have x to the negative 5 minus 30. Since they have the same sign, so we can add negative 5 and also negative 30. The answer is x to the negative 35. And the reciprocal is equal to 1 over x to the 35 power. Number 3 example, quantity x to the fifth power over x to the second power raised to the sixth power. We notice that the base are the same, therefore, we will first simplify x to the fifth over x squared, which is equal to the division law. So we have x to the fifth minus 2 raised to the sixth power is equal to x cubed raised to the sixth power. The answer is we multiply 3 times 6 will be equal to x to the 18th power. So in this case, we apply the power rule. Number 4, quantity x to the negative 3 over y to the negative 5 raised to the 7th power. So we have different base. So we first raise x to the negative 3 to the 7th power. The answer is x to the negative 21 because we multiply negative 3 to 7 over y to the negative 5 raised to the 7th power will be equal to y to the negative 35. So we notice that they have this negative sign, both numerator and denominator. So we just inverse the denominator and the numerator. Therefore, the answer is y to the 35 over x to the 21 power. We have also zero exponent law. Pattern: x to the 0 is equal to 1 because the zero exponent rule states that any number or expressions raised to the 0 power will be equal to 1. Pattern or examples, we have number 1, quantity x y to the 0 power is equal to 1. We have number 2, x y to the 0 power, so only y raised to the 0 power, therefore we copy x and then we get the value of y to the 0 is 1. Then we have x multiplied by 1 is x. Number 3, quantity x over y raised to the 0 power is equal to 1. Number 4, 1000 to the 0 is equal to 1. X to the 0, y to the negative 2 is equal to 1 times the reciprocal of y to the negative 2 is 1 over y squared. Then we multiply 1 to the numerator of 1 is equal to 1 over, we copy the denominator, which is y to the second power. Remember this, that every generation that goes into your genes is a generation of fighters, of survivors, and all those millions of lives are in you, in your blood, by Nick Lake. This is come from quotients.com. Okay, see you next time in my math tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe.
It's our time
Goodbye.
to shine. Show that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop.